For some North End businesses, the flooding happens so often, they still have the sandbags up from the last storm we had a month or two ago. But today, the preparations have already started. They're putting up different barriers, snapping them together to prevent the water from coming in, keeping the sandbags up, and putting even more all the way around their buildings. Star Hardware employees have spent the day trying to minimize the water that could likely pour into their store tonight. They say it's usually not a matter of if, but how much.
The last, I want to say 3 or 4 years, we've been getting it 3 or 4 times a year where it floods. I think a year ago we had one that literally we had to open the front doors and let the water out of the building.
He tells us Star Hardware was the first of its kind in Hartford, making it a community staple. But the 4th of July flooding last year was the last straw.
Moved the hardware store and closed it down. They shrunk the size of it just because there's too much damage and that material couldn't come up off the floor.
He says since that storm, they've come up with a whole new plan to hopefully keep tonight's water out and the damage to a minimum.
Try to clear everything that can get ruined off the floor. Basically, we're actually moving our sales counter up off of the floor so the water can, until they come up with a solution. We built a dike in the back that's worked the last 2 storms, and we're hoping that is, but can't trust it. It's too much, property inside getting messed up.
Star Hardware employees aren't the only ones bracing for these impacts. We've seen and heard from other residents and business owners putting out sandbags and getting out their mop buckets as they wait to see just how bad the rain is for them this time. But if you do end up having flooding in your home or business, specifically here in the city of Hartford, you can get reimbursed for any money you spent fixing those damages. Make sure you have proper documentation, take pictures and videos, then you could submit the application for that reimbursement on their website. In Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.